My brother Ben is here. Actually, he's always here. He lives here. He lives in Silicon Valley. And he has something very special to show me. Let's go look at something very special. Ben, what do you have to show me?
So I went to Orlando with an iPhone 6.
And you came back with an iPhone 7.
And it got upgraded.
Hold on.
It will never become an iPhone 7 because it has surpassed that. It is now...
Hold on. I have to focus on you. Okay.
Focus on me.
I'm focused.
First it was an iPhone 6. And then Steve Wozniak came. And he was looking for something to sign.
What?
And he said...
Because you know when you're a
it's
billionaire,
easy.
you need to sign something.
And people were giving him like papers and stuff, right? And I'm like... And he's like, it's easier to write on something like a phone. And then I'm like, oh... So I popped out the phone and he's like, oh goody, an actual phone! It's on video, I have that too. So he signed it. Woz.
What?
iPhone Woz. Just got upgraded.
There's only one of those in the world, supposedly.
Yeah.
What kind of new features does it have?
Now it's actually something that increases my street value, like my cool value by like 20, and
Whoa.
makes this fluctuate almost as quickly as Bitcoin fluctuates in value, which is more or less $20 more than it was before.
That's a feature you can't get in the new Galaxy phone.
Right, this is one of a kind, just like all the other iPhone Woz's.
A real phone.
A real phone!
It's mine now. A real phone.
Destroy.
Nailed it. Let me tell you where I am right now. I am at the Computer History Museum in Silicon Valley, and I'm shooting a gig of this event that they're doing. Invited all the fancy people, Silicon Valley, the movers and the shakers, to all get together, and we're going to honor them. So while the CEO of this and the founder of that are hobnobbing, I'm going around. Okay, that's better exposure. I'm going around interviewing them, and guess who decides to show up? Steve Wozniak.
Advice to entrepreneurs, I care so much about young people that want to do things and do things on their own and kind of be their own boss, because I just think back to those times in my life, and the advice I give is make sure you have the elements in one person, two people, three people, whatever it takes, of strong business leadership that wants a business that's successful and wants to go as cautiously and carefully to make sure it's successful. Somebody who is into marketing, but not just understanding what other people might want, somebody who wants it for themselves. That's where you get the greatest products from. And they had better have a sensibility of simplicity and elegance, and they need the engineering. They often leave the engineering out of the entrepreneurship.
What would you want to be recognized or remembered for?
Well, I always wanted to be recognized as a really brilliant engineer that did things different ways. And it's sort of like I'm overwhelmed by, oh, he started Apple Computer, oh, he invented personal computers, that sort of thing. But I really wanted engineers who looked down at my drawings on paper and saw the way that I connected things up, that the way my brain was working was different. And that's it. And being good to people, that you can be successful in business and be very, very good in caring to people and not act like even you're more important than they.
My brother met you about a week ago in Orlando, and you signed his iPhone. Do you remember that?
Well, I remember signing 100 iPhones everywhere I go.
Cool. I was just curious
Yeah.
to see. You were in the early days of Apple?
Yes.
What were you doing at Apple?
I was vice president of sales.
Whoa! Did you know Steve Jobs?
I knew Steve Jobs.
What?
I was the 14th employee, so yes, I knew Steve Jobs.
You were the 14th employee and you knew Steve Jobs. It's garage sale day in the courtyards, and everyone's selling their junk. Let's go see what we can find. Okay, what about 2 for $8? No?
This would be
Too low? Too low, Poppy?
I'd like it as 10 for both of them.
10 for both? How about 10 for both and a Pokemon card?
Dad.
And this is you. You gotta see if that makes sense to you.
What's that? Oh, no!
Star Wars, right?
Oh, no! 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 Shoot at me!
You can hold this up. And let's look at Tamla.
No!
Yeah.
Well, I bought this little food fight poisonous tomato throwers action figure for $5. I hope Rolf is very pleased with himself and all that money he just got for this. So, I'm in the documentary film program at Stanford. Don't know if I ever mentioned that before. And we make a film every quarter. There are 3 quarters in a year. And for each film, we go through a whole series of critiques. It's really intense. Those are like big deadlines. We're up really late editing. And in a couple minutes, I have one of my final critiques on my film. And a little nervous. They're always really helpful, really good feedback, but it's always, you just can't help. It's like going to a test. It's like that's what our equivalent of a test is. So you have to be prepared. You've spent so much time, and you're just anticipating the critique, them saying, change this, change that, this isn't working, I like this, oh, I don't like this. Next week we have our public screening, so it's getting down to the line. But I feel pretty good about my film. I feel pretty good about it. I feel pretty good about it. Just keep telling myself that. I'm finishing up my 3rd film this year. It's called Sleepless Silicon. It's going to be super cool. Sleepless Silicon. It's going to be awesome. Cool. So, each of my cohorts, we all make our own film. All of our films are super different. And our public screening is this Thursday, June 9th. If you're watching this vlog and you're available June 9th, you better come. I better see you take a flight or drive down and come. June 9th, 7:30 p.m. in the Cubberley Auditorium. It's going to be amazing. I'm telling you, all these films are crazy different. Mine, I took 32 Ubers in one weekend, and that's what my film's about all these Uber drivers and how their phones control their lives. It's very interesting, very experiential. Let me show you what my other cohorts are making. Aria, what's your film about?
Fear.
Is my baby in your film about fear?
Yeah. Hey you.
What's your film about, Leo?
My film is a reflection on a political system that uses mythology to reinforce its power, but the way I tell the story is through metal trees.
That's amazing! That's an amazing film! You better come! Hey Olivia, what's your film about?
Hey. My film's about a bus.
It's about a bus? It's not about a bus.
It's not about a bus.
But it's a pretty cool bus.
It's
Look at
an
the bus.
awesome bus.
It's an amazing bus.
Beautiful.
It's a beautiful bus.
My film is about a musician, farmer, dude named John Henry.
Yes! Did you know I do a weekly vlog?
I've heard tell of it.
What's your film about, Sam?
It's about people selling movies in Nicaragua.
Funky.